Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? Me, I'm doing good. I am doing some work. We need to get into these Country Wayne skits because there is a lot, and I do mean a lot, to unpack. Y'all, I am losing weight. This shirt is like way too big. I can't even hold it on my shoulders at this point. It's that big. I have lost a lot of weight. But let's get into the Country Wayne skits. Dom, you going out of town was the best thing you could have done, but letting Rashad do what he did, and then he's coming with flowers looking for you, and you're gone. Rashad, you shouldn't have done that. You should have gave her time, and then if that would have happened, it would have happened. But at the same time, the fact that she went to Mike, why am I not surprised that she went to Mike? That's the person she really want to be with is Mike. That's who she wants. So the fact that she apologized to Mike for what she did as far as cheating on him with Esteban, I guess she now realizes if she'd have never cheated with Esteban, none of this would have happened, and she would be where she's at right now. And she's right. She wouldn't be where she's at if she would have never cheated on Mike with Esteban. Yes, Mike had issues when it came to Jay Sean and stuff like that, but he was trying to basically deal with that and trying to, be a father to his son. And all you had to do was give him space to do that, and you didn't do that. And now you lost a good man because of it. So, yeah, it's crazy, but I do understand her point when it came to the way that Mike treated Shayla. I do get it. But, again, Mike likes pet projects. He wanted them Captain Save hoes. He wanted to save the hoes, as we clearly see with Melissa. Not saying she's a hoe, but she a stripper. He likes women that he can save. That's just the way it is. He likes people that he can actually save. But like I said, I'm not really surprised about the fact of the matter her leaving town. I think it's what's best for her. But at the same time, when it comes down to the fact that Terry now was talking to that ex-NBA player, and the fact that he now wants to make amends and make things right, bruh, you shouldn't have cheated in the first place. So basically, essentially, you didn't care about Libby at all. You didn't. You just wanted to be with a white girl, and because you think that white girls are more freakier than black women, you just figured you were going to basically deal with her because she lets you get in the back door. But now that it all comes out, who are you chasing after? Dom, Libby, you had a good man at home and you decided you wanted to sit up here and do Kale's wrong because you were bored. I don't care what amount of bored that I deal with. If I have a good man at home, I'm going to be okay with that. I'm not cheating because we're bored. There's going to be a boredom period. That's just the way it is. That's just the way relationships work. But for you to go and mess with another man because you were bored, that's insane. So now y'all both getting exactly what y'all deserve. So in the end, like I said, Terry, you might as well go ahead and be with Libby and call it a day. Because you said yourself you wanted to end things with Dom. That's what you said. You wanted to end things with Dom, and now you're talking about you're regretting it. You want her back. That ain't what you were telling Libby. And that's the thing. If you really wasn't trying to end things with Dom and telling Libby that, then you'd have never said it. So no, you don't want to be with Dom. Dom is just a good look for you. Dom is just your convenient. Dom is just your Build-A-Bear and a Build-A-Dog. That's all that is. Dom is going to be more or less what's going to keep your black female audience, I meant to say, intact. Stop playing my face like that. Because the one thing y'all not going to keep doing, if you want a snow bunny, then you go get a snow bunny. My whole thing is, if your preference is Caucasian and mixed women, then that's what you need to deal with. But the only reason y'all sit up here and want a black woman is because you want to keep your black audience. And most women that are actually the ones spending money is actually women. Out of everybody, women are the ones that spend the most money. So if primarily your audience is black women, then of course you're going to be with a black woman. But that does not mean that's who you truly want to be with. So if Libby's the one you want to be with, then that's the one you should be with. Because that was the one you kept trying to compare Dominique to. You didn't like Dominique's attitude. You didn't like the fact that Dominique was talking about your hair, so on and so forth. But you loved the fact that Libby was sitting up there getting you to eat healthy foods, and you cut your hair. For who? It wasn't for Dom. It was for Libby. That's who you want to be with. Then be with Libby. But boy, you wait till Kendrick find out about this. You might be losing your job, homegirl. Because the one thing about Kendrick, he cares about Dom, and he really likes Dom. And he already told Mike that's who he should have been with, was Dominique in the first place. But you know how that go. But anyway, like I said, I get it. I even, you know what I'm saying, understand it. But at the same time, I just feel like that in this particular situation, it's not going to be pretty at all. It just ain't. So I don't know what she's going to do when she get back, or if she's coming back at all, because Dawn May said she ain't coming back at all. But as for Sonny and Jocelyn, Sonny, I am so disappointed in you. The fact that you can't hold water, the fact that you went over there and told Jocelyn about what Mike told you, and Mike, you just as much of a gossiping hen as these females are. Nobody can keep nothing to themselves. They got to go tell somebody. Why are you telling Sonny about Dominique's business, knowing full well that's your ex? Why are you doing that? Dom came to you in confidence. So you done went and told Sonny. So you might well just went ahead and told Rashad and Terry where she was. You pick and choose what you want to keep a secret. Okay. And then the fact that Jocelyn is telling you, you want to know how you want to get back at Melissa? Sleep with a man. Sleep with a man for what? Do you think that that's going to really piss off Melissa, knowing that Melissa is still dealing with J-Mo? That part. Melissa got an option. She got J-Mo. That's who she got. So she don't have to worry about it. J-Mo is going to be there for Melissa no matter what. So even if you do sleep with Mike, you really think Melissa going to care, considering she can go right back to J-Mo? And considering the fact J-Mo is expanding. Come on now. Please stop playing in my face like this at this point. Because these females be stupid. They really think by sleeping with that man that makes you the winner. Sweetheart, Melissa, from where she come from, she can get another man within 24 hours. That girl will be fine at the end of the day. So I don't really understand why in the world you would tell her that, knowing full well, Jocelyn, you of all people know that ain't gonna work. It ain't. So I just find it really, really funny that you even tell her that. That to me is stupid. I would never tell my homegirl to go and sleep with a man knowing that what she went through with him. I would tell her to move on. I would say, look, there's more men out here. You ain't got to be with him. I wouldn't sleep with him. I would just leave him alone. You see that he's still messing with her. And then especially if she turns around and tells Sonny that he paid $40,000 for her to go to school, the only person that's going to lose in this situation is going to be Mike. It's not going to be her. Melissa will be fine, because the only thing that her mama going to say is, see, this is why you need to go back to J-Mo. This is why you and J-Mo need to be better together. It's just going to prove why she needs to go back to J-Mo, which she don't need to do either. She don't need to go back to J-Mo. Why does Melissa need to go back to J-Mo? Go back to J-Mo for what? For him to continue to play her face, to continue to cheat on her? At the end of the day, yes, I do think Melissa deserves better. But at the same time, I cannot blame Melissa. I came in there looking for Mike. Sonny said something to her. She didn't say nothing to Melissa. Melissa didn't say nothing to her. So like I said, all y'all that keep thinking that these girls that come from these proper neighborhoods and come from these better neighborhoods are better than the Melissas, no, they're not. If anything, they're worse. At least with Melissa came from the gutter. So we understand why Melissa is the way she is. But with Sonny, ain't no excuse in the world. And Amber is right. Just leave that man alone and find somebody else. But you got Jocelyn telling her to go and mess around with him anyway. Man, just please get new writers at this point, because I'm so sick of this at this point. Please get new writers, Wayne, because we tired.